Hello everyone and welcome back to part 8 of CK2 A Game of Thrones. We are playing as the Blacks in the Dance of the Dragons, and right now we are Daemon Valerian. So we've fully exhausted the Sea Snakes line, and we are, you know, we still have a lot of living members to be fair, but we're one of the cousins, I guess, of the main line. Oh. Okay, Larry's has had one of his lords beheaded. I think there was a rebellion against him, so I think that's why. But in the last episode, Aegon finally died, and now we have King Maelor as the king, and his heir is now Aemond, who is our liege. So we're obviously going to have to try to figure out a way to get Aemond to either take the throne or die, because that would put us directly under the king. You could always try to assassinate the young king, but I don't think that's something we're going to do with Damien. I think he's too honorable a person for that. But maybe Galfred would be more likely to do it. Scarred, conscientious, trained fighter. He seems very good so far. Usurped the Lordship of Fever. Okay, that's fine. Just some Cranagman things going on. Garrus Tallheart to Cregan Stark. Okay. There's still no factions in Dragonstone, and we aren't much further in fabricating our claim. Oh yeah, you're Rano. You're actually quite good. And he's my friend as well. Well, for now, I guess let's do nothing. But what we also did in the last episode, I almost forgot, is we got the Valyrian Steel Sword of House Valerian. We recovered Sea Foam, which is quite good. I think a house of our, prestige deserves that, considering the Celtigars also have a Valyrian Steel weapon. And they're a smaller house than us. My lord, news from Winterfell of a trial by combat. Lord Jormund Dustin demanded a trial by combat from his captor, Cregan Stark, and proved his innocence by slaying his opponent, Jonas. Just a random Cranagman. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. So, Cregan went ahead and pit the lord who was trying to demand the trial by combat against a former peasant leader. And I guess the peasant leader died. So either way, one of Cregan's opponents, shall we say, died. Yeah, not the worst result there. House Dustin, they still exist here. That's nice. Oh, and he's married to Sarah Snow. Interesting. Maybe he's been plotting something, and that's why Cregan hates him. You were out riding in the lands of Dragonstone when you came upon a sheltered valley. As you rounded a bend, the dragon Cannibal sprang out of nowhere before you. He seems angered with your presence. Oh no. Cannibal is not the kind of dragon you want to tame. Because he's pretty crazy. I mean, we're not necessarily brave. I don't think we're stupid. Let's leave. I mean, we can, to be fair, go and try to tame a dragon, but I don't think it's going to be Cannibal. Yeah, we're going to run away, our tail tucked between our legs. Vermithor, though. There are a lot of dragons in Dragonstone. I mean, if we do want to tame a dragon, we're kind of in our peak now. And Galfred is pretty old. You know, it would be a short regency. Who is our regent, to be fair? Let's see. My brother. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Can I... I can't command troops because I'm in Prince Aemon's court. Yes. Oh, but if I'm in his court, can I not already tame a dragon? I should already be in Dragonstone. Okay. I guess it doesn't count as me being there. Well, that's a shame. Maybe we should have tried to tame Cannibal, but I do not think we would have been successful. I don't think I've ever tamed Cannibal in this game, in all my years playing the mod. That dragon just kills me every time. Have the Tullys regained their land? Because they are our allies. Are they not? Did we not? No, we are. Just doesn't show here. Like in CK3. They've regained most of their land, but they don't have Turnbridge for some reason. I guess that's Westerland's land now. Lord Damien Valerian, I hereby invite you to participate in the tourney of Claw Isle, where the knights residing near Claw Isle shall test their mettle. Regards, Bartimus Celtigar, Lord of Claw Isle. Yep, we'll do it. Chance to prove my worth. Very nice. I don't think we've been in any tournaments so far, so we'll get to see how good Damien is in a joust. He's got decent combat skill, so, you know, shouldn't be too bad. Old Galfred's become selfish. It's not the best. Hopefully Timid won't turn into Craven. I was simply passing time at the tournament when I came across two knights arguing over honor. I knew straight away that the argument was spurious and the result would be unnecessary bloodshed. So I stepped in and prevented it. I'm more diplomatic than I thought. I've gotten more diplomacy. That's very good. After arriving in Claw Isle, the first day of the tourney began in earnest. You tilted against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Now in the coming days, the final round of lists begins, and the opposition shall surely be more fierce. I shall ready my horse. We could even place some bets, maybe. Let's do that. Can I place a bet on myself? Right-click on that character's portrait. Because I don't usually place bets. Take a bet on Lord Damien. Oh, on me winning the tourney. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think we're probably not going to win. The tourney herald announces the competitors of the next joust. You have been drawn against Sir Brian. You mount your charge, take a lance from your squire, and ride to the end of the tilt, as Brian does likewise. Then, on cue, the horses break into a gallop. Steady. We should unhorse them, to be fair. Just a random hedge knight. Doesn't look very good. As you close in on your opponent, you see an opening. You deftly guide your lance into strike while evading their charge. Hit. Sir Brian took the full force of your lance and was sent reeling and only managed a glancing blow upon your own armor. He almost fell off, but managed to regain his balance and round the other end of the lists, ready for another tilt. I will knock him off this time. So he took the hit, but he stayed up. Okay, we guide our lance into another strike. You expertly struck Sir Brian with your lance right in the middle of his breastplate, causing your lance to shatter into 1,000 pieces as he sent flying from the saddle. The crowd gives us a great cheer at your victory and is relieved to see Sir Brian is unharmed. A fine hit, I must say. Very good, very good. Shouldn't expect anything less from the Lord of Driftmark. I've been declared the winner, defeating Sir Brian in a fine joust. None can beat me. Tourney Herald announces competitor of the next joust, and I've been drawn against my brother, Sir Darren Valerian. I think he'll probably beat me, actually. On cue, the horses break into a gallop. Steady. Your opponent gets the better of you when you met in the center of the list. Your lance merely makes a glancing blow on their armor, whilst their lance hits true. Oh dear. Yeah. Sir Darren's lance strikes you square in the middle of your breastplate, exploding into many pieces as it hits. The force knocks the wind out of you and sends you flying from your horse. You're left lying in the dirt, defeated as the crowd cheers Sir Darren. Ouch. My brother just unhorsed me. Embarrassed me, kind of in front of everyone. Oh, but that's still the finals. Sorry about that cut, guys. As I was saying, at least we got 3rd place. You know, so good, but not quite good enough. Let's see if we can actually bet on our brother to win. Because I don't know who's in the final with him, but if he's already in the final, he is quite good. So he'll have a decent shot. You search the tourney grounds for a bookmaker who will take a bet on Ser Darren Valerian winning the tourney and finally locate such a man. He's offering odds of 2 to 1 that Ser Darren Valerian will prevail amongst the 3 remaining competitors. Okay. Oh, but that's just because there's another semi-final. He won't be... Oh wait, no. Then how did we get 3rd place? Ooh. So Rickard Thorne is one of the competitors. Ooh, because I think we'll beat Sir Oral and Lord Bartimus. Let's do it. We'll have pride in House Valerian. I'll believe that my brother will win. And we will make a medium bet. He has been declared the winner, defeating me. There is always next time. And actually, we have... Or we should have an extra sword now. Fury. Yeah. So let's give this to our brother now that we have a Valyrian steel sword. Give artifact. I'm sure he'll appreciate it, and we're not using it anyways. Sir Rickard Thorne and Sir Oral were next to joust on the lists. After many tilts and broken lances, Sir Oral was eventually unhorsed, leaving Sir Rickard to be declared the winner. No surprises there. He is our biggest competition. During my stay at the court of a noble, I have done my utmost to present my liege in a more favorable light, and have him recognized as a benevolent and peaceful ruler he is. Okay, so I've worked to improve relations for Aemond. Where am I? Overseeing the realm. Okay. After many tilts over several days, only 2 knights remained undefeated. Ser Darren Valerian and Sir Rickard Thorne faced each other in the final joust, and after many tilts of finally executed jousting, Sir Rickard was unhorsed, leaving Ser Darren Valerian to be declared the winner of the tourney. Ah, my brother's done it. He truly deserves it. Great. Very nice. And without even getting the sword. Unhorsing a Kingsguard member, that's pretty good. Larys the Clubfoot has declared war against the tyranny of Lord Elmo, so Harrenhal has finally been put under the Riverlands. It was independent for a while, and they are rebelling. So that's no surprise. And he's also fighting a de jure war over Blackwood, which he should win. It's almost done. Tully should be getting a lot of power here. Ser Darren has won the tourney, therefore you have won your bet. A shrewd gamble, and we've won 60 gold. Very nice. Oh, my mother-in-law Leah died. And, dear brother, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I accept your gracious gift. What a splendid object. My brother has accepted his new sword. And we'll name him High Almoner, since he's also one of our vassals. And that was one of the... or his ambition. Lord Bartimus' tourney is finally over, and it is now time to ride home, having competed gamely in the lists. It was a fine competition, very, very fine. Oh, look at that. Larys Strong has died of cancer. He was trying to fight a rebellion, and he's dead now. And he's left his 4-year-old club-footed son fighting a war against the tyranny of the Tullys, where he really doesn't have much of a chance. Yeah, that is unfortunate. To the proud Lord Damien, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Please support me by voting in the council. Okay. Lord Bar Emin, I don't really want your favor because I plan on taking your land, actually. So I'm going to decline. If it's one of the other lords, I'm probably willing to do it now. Ah, the Septon. You're just not really useful. Because if it's a lord, I could actually use you in a faction. And there is a faction for Aegon, for Dragonstone, led by the Celtigars. I've been corresponding regularly with my brother Darren, and always make sure to see him whenever I get the chance. It's a harsh world, and family must stick together. Family first. so we continue to get a better opinion with him. Young Galfred is impressing everyone with his sensible choices and great capacity for self-restraint. He could use that power for good, indeed. Become just, I think. Damien would definitely support that. Hopefully timid won't turn out to be a bad trait. Fate smiles upon me. My wife, Missandei, is pregnant. Very good. Excellent. I didn't think she would get pregnant anymore. I thought we were just gonna, you know, have to settle for these 2 kids, but that's good. Amanus still hasn't had any kids with the Tully boy. A tourney in Sweetport Sound. We will definitely join that as well. Taking our time to recover these levies. We just train troops, I think, at this point. After arriving in Sweetport Sound, the first day of the tourney began in earnest. You tilted against many lesser knights throughout the day, most of whom you unhorsed easily. Nice. Perhaps I can place a bet? Let's keep our options open. We've been drawn against Sir Ethan Liddon. Okay, steady. Your opponent got the better of you when you met in the center of the list. Your lance merely makes a glancing blow on their armor, whilst their lance hits true. Oh dear. I don't think this is going to go too well for me. Oh. It was Sir Monterius Valerian and Sir David Massey's turn to joust in the lists, and Sir David won soundly. In the final tilt, Sir Monterius was sent flying from the saddle in a hail of shattered lance pieces. He landed with a sickening crunch, clearly grievously injured. That is not very nice. The only one of Damien's sons left alive, and he's lost an eye in that tilt, to Sir David Massey. And meanwhile, we've been unhorsed as well by a Liddon. Well, there is always next time. We didn't make it too far again that time. But you know, is my brother in this one? Could we bet on him again? Oh, I can. Sir Harold and Prince Aemon Targaryen were next to joust, and after many tilts and broken lances, Prince Aemon was unhorsed. Look at that, unhorsed by a common hedge knight. Embarrassing. I'd hate to be you right now, Aemon. He's still not got a son. Ooh, we could actually kidnap Prince Aemon. I think that would be a more honorable way of trying to do things, instead of just assassinating him. And there's a good chance of that. Sir Darren has unhorsed Lord Adam Sweet. Let's put another bet on my brother. I'll make a large bet this time. And let's start this plot. While I was at the tournament, some lower class types with pretensions insulted my honor. I could only do what a man of my class could do and challenged him to a duel. Naturally, he was no match for me. I learned something about myself. Apparently, I'm a duelist. That's pretty good. Gives me a little more martial. No actual personal combat skill. It's still pretty good. Hopefully we can capture Aemon, because I mean, if we do that, we can just push for Aegon's claim. Of course, we need the truce to end anyways before that, and that's going to take a couple of years. Only 2 knights remain, and Sir Darren and Sir Harold faced each other in the final joust, and again, my brother has won. He took a wound, though, in that joust, but has returned as another small tourney winner. I've won my bet, a shrewd gamble, won 72 gold. Less than last time, the odds makers clearly adjusted. It was a fine competition, yes, yes. Oh, we can get his wife on side, actually. Interesting. Why can't I send you a gift? What other offer? Oh, she's already considering the plot offer? Look at that. We didn't even need to pay her off. She was just itching at the chance to get her husband kidnapped. Wouldn't imagine he's a very popular guy, Aemond. Do you have friends? Vagar. That makes sense. Maelor has had Dragon's Whip added to their treasury. No name. Dreamfire's dragon egg removed from his treasury. Oh, so he's hatched a new dragon. Oh, look at that. He's named it Sparkle. That's a very nice name. I like that. The young king is willful, a poor fighter, brooding, and conscientious. And he still has that tyrannical stain from his father, but he doesn't seem nearly as bad. It seems that Serene, the spy master of Lord Bernard of Sweetport Sound, has been sent to Sweetport Sound to investigate rumors of a plot. Maybe she should be silenced before she finds out about my plot to kidnap Prince Aemond. That might be necessary. Oh boy. She discovered my plot and informed Lord Bernard Sunglass. Isn't he in the plot? No. Oh, but I have a favor from him. He owes me a favor. You can't do that. Do not reveal my plot when you owe me a favor. It has been quite some time since I regularly went out hunting or trained for combat. My body may no longer be what it used to be, but spending more time at home with my beautiful wife gives me all the happiness I need in life. Well, I'm turning out a little fat, it seems. Because of my personal combat skill, I can just say this is not the fate of a warrior and go into a... Put yourself to work. It may yield smaller results compared to a drastic change in diet, but at least you will not risk stepping or relapsing into your old habits. The stuff's giving me more health, a little less diplomacy, martial, and stewardship. I mean, we're not particularly gluttonous. I think we'll just take a diet. There you go. The world will not weigh me down anymore. I have a new spring in my step, joy in my heart, and a smile on my face. I'm no longer stressed. That's very nice. I've been stressed for a while. A daughter was born to Lord Damien and Lady Irmisandi, so now I have a second daughter, Gale Valerian, and that's the first non-silver-haired child. Okay. Well, she has no traits at birth, but I have another daughter. Very nice. Is she just not going to join the plot? Or what? No. So let me send you a gift, and then you'll definitely do it. It has not been easy, but I think I'm finally managing to get back in shape. Most of my old clothes have become too large for me, and I can run a flight of stairs without arriving at the top drenched in sweat. My diet is paying off. Good. You know, I do my fair share of tournaments, after all. Lord Jeremy of Harrenhal has inherited Castle of Kingspire's Tower from Commander Bywin Rivers. What has happened? Why is Dragonstone independent? For some reason, we've just become independent, I guess? And ruled entirely by Aemond? Well, he's making me a commander, which we will accept. Yeah, these guys won't quite back me, but 97% chance is pretty good. And we can send Master Bernard to increase by another 5%. Marilda would be better, but he is on my council because he's a vassal. So let's just send him to build a spy network. Galfred is always counting money and makes sure he gets the most out of it. He haggled with a merchant over some sweetmeats until the merchant laughed with frustration and handed over the sweetmeats for a lot less than he had asked for. Okay, that's not terrible. Teach him about the joys of money. I'll tell him about the joys of giving money. Or money is for God. Well, we're not a particularly religious person. We're not very charitable either. Maybe just teach him the joys of money. He is a greedy person anyways. That will help him out. Not that charitable really impacts stewardship much. But yeah, go for it. And he became charitable anyways. Look at that. The Maester wants to buy my support. Afraid not, Maester Lucian. You can't really help me out too much. My dear friend, I wish to give you the honor of sending my child Rhaenyra to you in Driftmark, making her your ward. I can think of none better to teach her and nurture her into a good woman. Your loyal brother, Sir Darren. Okay, so he's sending his only daughter, who is betrothed to my son, to be fostered here in the main castle in Driftmark. A fine notion, I think. She will grow up by her betrothed. She's turning out quite well so far. Poor fighter, timid, playful, just as well, and attractive. Yeah, your wife is 37 now, so it is unlikely you'll have any other heir. So Nimmark will probably just pass on to the main line once more. Oh, I thought we were unpaused. Your reports from Driftmark are that the charity work on your behalf is proceeding well, the poor have been fed, can still do much good, very nice. 102% now, the chance of success. Oh! Well, that's even better. We didn't even need to do anything. Aemon the Priestator has died under suspicious circumstances, and we've been removed from the council, but that's no surprise. So Dragonstone now belongs to the king. His heir is Prince Darren, so the youngest of Alicent's sons is now heir to the throne. And he married Aegon's daughter, Jaehaera. They are of a similar age. He's a really good heir, to be fair, though. A lot of people would probably like him. This is very good. Rhaenyra has been a leal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in the aid of Driftmark. It would be seen as the right and honourable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants, so as to foster greater loyalty. We will grant him a knighthood or a noble title. I suppose a noble title, he's not much of a knight, and it doesn't cost as much. Laenor Myrenios. That's nice. His house now has a name and a very lame banner. We will maybe change that, but for now we'll just leave it as is. Now that we're directly under the king, we can start plotting for Aegon, but I mean, this does kind of change how we need to move. Yeah, we don't have much of a chance there. There are some ongoing factions, though. Elective succession is going pretty strongly right now. Although the Tullys, as well as the Linderleys, are staunch Crown loyalists. I've been spending more time with my wife, Missandei, lately, and though of course we did not marry for love, I can tell it is growing between us. Ah, marital bliss. Very nice. Can I petition for Dragonstone? No. But I can invite the claimant to my court. Let's see if Aegon will join me. My lord, I very much see eye to eye with you on this scheme. I will join your court forthwith. Regards, Aegon Targaryen. Good. Very good. And he's gotten an increased opinion of me. So we've gotten the young prince in our court now, the rightful heir to the throne. Or at least Rhaenyra's heir. Viserys, his younger brother, has been named Lord of Crackle Point, actually, given a pretty good title. He's got Sheep Stealer, very big dragon, and he's also friends with the king, so that'll help him out. What about Aegon? Who's your dragon? Stormcloud, very tiny. Still, this means we have a dragon in our court now, which could very much help us out if it comes to war. And I think it's time for us to tame a dragon, or try to tame a dragon. We'll wait till the first moon, so my son is at least 15, and then we'll do it. Viserys is trying to claim North Cracklaw. Good. So the realm is slowly regaining the bits of land that broke away in those independence wars against Aegon. The Blackwoods are under the throne once again. Dragonstone, North Cracklaw. Tarth is still independent. He's got a little bit of military power. but really shouldn't be too difficult for the Stormlords to attack him. Okay. Let's gather our men, and Damien Valerian himself will march to Dragonstone. We will see what dragons are about, and try to find one of the smaller ones, hopefully. Let's face the dragon? No? Oh. I thought we'd be able to do it. I guess we really do need to own Dragonstone. Because we're not close relatives to the province owner, a vassal, and he's not a vassal or below us. So we'd need to be close relatives with King Maelor. Not that I actually want to do it, but ooh, he actually would accept a betrothal to my daughter. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, it looks like we can't actually tame any dragons. I don't think there's any in Driftmark either. Yeah, no. That's a shame. Oh well. A daughter has been born to Sir Aegon, named Lena. Very nice. Viserys has had one of Sheepstealer's eggs added to his treasury. He's unmarried as well. Lord Malyard Powell demanded a trial by combat from his captor King Maelor Targaryen, selecting Sir Mathas as his champion. Sir Mathas was slain by Sir Rickard Thorne, proving Lord Malyard's guilt. As a consequence, he has been taken into custody until the council decides on a punishment. So Sir Rickard did take a bruised eye, but he was able to slay Sir Mathas. Took out his leg too. Okay. I think we're going to leave this here though, guys. We have broken away from Dragonstone successfully. We're once again under the crown directly. So now we can keep more of an eye on what Maelor is doing and try to more actively plot for Aegon. Which is very good, because Aemond was a problem with his very big dragon. So thankfully someone killed him for us. But if you guys did enjoy this or any of the other episodes, do leave a like and subscribe. That would help me out a lot. And I will see all of you next time. Goodbye.